about Plekanec is that he's very good defensively, but he can also hurt you offensively. Yeah. So, even Stamkos acknowledged that earlier this week in teeing up this series, saying, hey, you know what? I mean, I know how good he is in terms of keeping guys in check, but we also have to be cognizant that if he gets the puck, he can score.
The comedy of errors continue here, Louis-Jean. A light just fell in the studio.
What the hell was that?
Sixero is hiding under the table.
Hard hat or a helmet.
Well, yeah. Well, I got my own built in. Sixero's got his own through gel, so I think we're covered. Now crawling around the studio, afraid of what next will happen. You all right, Sixero?
It's a tough job.
I'm doing good.
Hazardous job.
You're going to need danger pay.
There's the big line that I mentioned before. That's the line that scores. That's the big threat. If you shut them down, who else is going to bring you something? Who else is going to score your big goal? And that, I think, is the question mark. You've got Galchenyuk, who's out right now. And so that is a major loss for them. You've got Eller, who's been, he's really struggled this season. He had a good playoffs last year before he got knocked out, but he was just showing flashes of brilliance. And I think that is a big concern for Montreal. Yes, you're right, and they worked all week on the power play in the last week and a half, I would say, because it really has been a sore spot for them. But you're right. I mean, just offensively as a whole, who's going to score? And the one guy we haven't talked about is PK Subban.
Holy cow.
Shards of light across the table now. I mean, this is unbelievable.
Tim Sid and HR is the new name of this show. This continues.
You pick a fight with Sansoni and you see what happens.
Is that Sansoni did this?
Sansoni set it up.
You want to reset just again what happened here, Tim? Because it wasn't just one incident. There were multiple things during a delightful conversation with a guy we love in Louis-Jean, TVA.
But it started before the break. Your watch broke.
Oh, my God, I forgot the watch.
Sid's watch broke.
Look at this.
Like just out of nowhere. Exploded off his hairy wrist.
It's not, there's hair on it, but relax. What is it?
You could braid that. You could put it back on with a braid.
It's not that much. Okay, there's a lot of hair.
Okay. And then, so it just busts off his wrist.
Hey, what time is it? Time to get a new watch, kid.
Then I try and turn on my mic while talking to Louis-Jean. I spilled coffee all over my wrist.
Way to go, Juan Valdez.
I powered through it.
Yeah.
Juan Valdez powered through it. And then, as we're talking, a light falls from the ceiling in the studio and smashes.
Good thing we're not on television.
Wait a second. Did we get that on camera?
Hold on. We'll. What do you mean?
Hal says yes.
What do you mean, kind of?
As a party says, meh, kind of.
A thing fell from the ceiling. There's 3 cameras in the room. What do you mean we didn't?
Well, but if he wasn't on that camera, then he doesn't.
And odds are you're right. Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's move on.